When I was 14, my father passed away suddenly. It shattered my world. The one thing I held onto was his old Fender guitar. It wasn't expensive. It wasn't flashy, but it was ours. He taught me to play on it. Every time I touched those strings, he was still in the room. That guitar carried his fingerprints, his energy, his memory. It wasn't just wood and strings. It was my father. I guarded it carefully. I told everyone in my life how important it was, especially my fiancée. She knew. I made it crystal clear. That guitar was untouchable. Fast forward to today. I'm 26 now. I've been with my fiancée for years. We're supposed to get married in 3 weeks. I thought I was building a life with someone who understood me, someone who respected my boundaries. But last weekend, I came home from work. Something was off. The stand in the corner, where the guitar rested, was empty. At first, I thought she moved it. Maybe she put it away while cleaning. But no, she had sold it. She sold the one thing I could never replace for $150. She said she forgot it was sentimental, that it was just collecting dust. She bragged about how much cash she got. I broke down, ugly, crying, shaking, couldn't breathe. And do you know what she said? "Babe, I'll just buy you another one. You can get the same model online." But it wasn't the same. You can't replace fingerprints worn into a fretboard. Not by a man who raised you. You can't replace the sound of strings he tuned. You can't replace memories. I begged her to contact the buyer to get it back. At first, she refused, didn't want to look stupid. But I didn't care about her pride. I needed that guitar. When she finally messaged them, it was too late. The buyer had gifted it to their teenage son. He loved it. They weren't giving it back. Now my fiancée is sulking, acting like I ruined the wedding vibe. She told her family. They're texting me, saying to stop punishing her. They call it an honest mistake. But this wasn't a mistake. This was a betrayal. I spent years making it clear. That guitar was sacred, off limits. She didn't care enough to remember. The wedding is in 3 weeks. The venue is booked. The guests are invited. The flowers are ordered. But every time I look at her, I see someone who threw away a piece of my soul for $150. Her friends say I'm overreacting, that it's just a guitar, that I need to move on. But they don't understand. When you lose a parent young, the objects they touched become holy. That guitar was the last conversation I could have with my father. The last way I could feel his hands guiding mine. Now it's gone, and I can never get it back. Last night, she tried to surprise me. She bought a brand new Fender. Same model, same color. It was shiny, perfect, expensive, and completely soulless. I couldn't even touch it. I just stared at it and felt nothing. She started crying. Said she was trying to fix things, that she didn't understand why I couldn't just be grateful. So here I am, 3 weeks before my wedding, staring at an empty guitar stand. The woman I thought I'd spend my life with just showed me how little she values what matters to me. My best man says I should call off the wedding. My mother says people make mistakes. But how do you forgive someone who sold your father's memory for pocket change? How do you marry someone who can be this careless with your heart? How do you trust someone who forgot the one thing you asked them never to forget? The guitar is gone. My father's fingerprints erased from my life forever. And I have to decide if our love is strong enough to survive what feels like the ultimate betrayal. 3 weeks. One question. Do I walk down the aisle or walk away?